Hey guys,
Welcome back
to 14 Bird
Planetarium.
Planetarium. The show. Today
We
have
a
special
guest,
Noah.
Hendrik.
Good job.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Technically, I guess not your first appearance in the show, including your voice on the most recent episode.
True.
This is the guy that called us to pick him up from the airport.
Is that
right.
what I said?
That's one of the things.
Was that in the video? That was
Yeah.
included?
I just like being included in things.
This guy can't drive.
This guy is not allowed to drive.
No. We are doing a video on Bon Iver or Bon Iver. Can you look up how to pronounce his name?
It's Bon Iver.
It's Bon Iver?
Yeah. It's French for good
Right.
good winter.
I learned that from the same French class that he took before me. And we talked once about the French teacher.
Wait, who did you have again?
Julie Pomelou.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked once, and you were like, yeah, take her. And I was like,
She was
all right.
awesome.
Julie Pomelou. I forgot every French, but yeah, we.
So Bon Iver is this one guy, kind of like Tame Impala, I guess, where it's like, it's one guy, really, but it's still a band. But the dude's name is Justin Vernon, proud Eau Claire, Wisconsin native.
Incredible.
He's an indie artist that's not so indie anymore. He was him and like the National and the Shins are like probably the big three like people that made indie music popular during that time in like the mid 2000s.
Shins was a band name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember the Shins?
No, I haven't. In case.
I can't remember the name of the song, but the one that's like.
Shin song.
No.
I've only heard Bon Iver's first album, For Emma, forever ago. I just listened to all his other songs today. So
He was my favorite artist for a very, very, very long time. But now it's whichever way the wind blows.
right.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I love Queen,
That's
too.
it. Yeah, he got it.
I didn't get it. What's the joke?
It's a Queen reference.
Bohemian
Mama.
Rhapsody.
Ooh.
In the jungle.
I'm spitting bars with Queen. I'm in Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's start.
Okay.
Justin Vernon is also
Vernon.
known to collaborate as a producer with many artists such as Kanye West.
Many like him.
And Taylor
Yeah.
Swift.
His most streamed song is a Taylor Swift song, which is
Put it away. Put it away.
But
Justin.
Justin, put it away.
Stop. Stop.
I think you actually did put me on Bon Iver when I was like first coming to college, and I really only listened to again For Emma Forever Ago for a while, but I kind of like some of like piecemeal of the rest of his
Checking your
discography.
phone during this.
No, continue. It was
This
1
is
second.
professional,
It was 1
bro.
second. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I like varied stuff from the rest of his albums. There's some stuff I don't like from the rest of his albums, and we'll get into it as we go, I guess.
Fine.
Hendrik, are you ready to start the video?
My eyes are popping out of my head.
This guy is an intern for RUF.
Oh no.
We'll cut that out.
I'm
but,
gonna
you
get
know.
fired.
All right, never mind. Right now.
Hey, if you love RUF, you can check out ruf.org/give/Noah-Hendrik.
What?
Give me your money.
All right, okay.
So we got the Provecho hat as always.
Wait, what's that?
Provecho tortilla manufacturer 40th anniversary,
Oh,
and
sick.
it doesn't fit my head.
Oh, that's good.
$3.
That's good that we have Latin representation in here.
I'm the
Yeah.
Latin representation here.
It's true.
Don't make.
Don't
it
think
obvious.
about it.
Don't think about it.
I thought you were Chinese. That is not a joke. That is not a joke.
A lot of people think that. I am 1% Chinese. With
His social credit score just shot way up.
Yes.
my actual credit score shot way up.
10,000 aura.
I love Xi Jinping.
First up.
First we got Heavenly Father.
That's great.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched a single episode of the show.
It's okay.
That's
Neither
fair.
has anyone. We have 715 Creeks.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
This has been the quietest episode of this show so far. What are you... I forgot the fourth option in Rock, Paper, Scissors, speed attack.
Yes. Let's
All right.
speed on into that
Yeah.
Heavenly Father song.
Sick transition.
Thank
Sick
you.
transition.
Don't encourage him.
Heavenly Father is on Spotify. It's on YouTube.
I don't know how you house the sin.
And then 715 Creeks.
Yes.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
I got rotisserie chicken from Publix.
Yes. That's awesome.
That's the bird. That's the bird. The first
One of the 14 birds is right there.
What are
You
the other?
gotta change your name now. That was just 13.
We didn't kill one. Rotisserie chicken.
Chicken is a bird.
Exactly. That's one.
Your name, wait, no. Alright, let's go.
Creek.
And oh, I know it felt bad. I had you in my grave.
So that's that song.
Yeah, that's that song.
Okay.
I've played this in the car with you there, and because I love this song.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
start off, this song's pretty awesome.
It sucks that both of these two songs are going up against each other so early because both are such unique sounding songs, and like Heavenly Father is like a banger, but Creeks is like, it's gonna sound so pretentious. It's like, it's so hauntingly beautiful, but it is. And like the fact that this is some fun trivia, the like almost like auto-tune type thing that he does was like, he created the machine.
Did he really?
That like he like used it on the song Woods and Blood Bank EP. He like created a thing that does like multiple voices almost on top of each other, like layered, like as he's singing. So it's not like after the fact it's edited.
Yeah, this song is genuinely incredible. I don't know. There's very abstract lines. I don't have like the words to fully describe it right now, but which is unfortunate, as this is like what we're doing here. But I do really love this song.
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly Father, I like Heavenly Father, but
I've skimmed both of these songs today,
Okay.
and I think I prefer listening to Heavenly Father just in general, but that's just my uncurated, uncultured opinion on the two
What are you
songs.
doing here? No.
You win some, you lose some on this show.
I think the thing that makes 715 Creeks move on is, one, its uniqueness to where it's like an electronic acapella. But also the thing with Heavenly Father that I do have beef with it is that it's one of his most on the nose songs, which is still not saying much for Bon Iver, but it is, in my opinion, like reading the lyrics, it's pretty anti-religious. And as a Christian, it's like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but you're wrong if you don't believe in God. So
Boom. That's a banger.
yeah,
Is it
715
Creeks?
Creeks
Yeah,
moves on.
that's fine.
I probably still would have voted for Heavenly Father,
Fair.
but you saying that complicates a little bit. But I've listened to plenty of songs too that have like bad meanings, and I'm just like, I'm just not listening to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can, I think for any art, like even if you don't agree with the message, like you can still appreciate the fact that whether they recognize it or not, they're still exercising them being made in God's image and creating something.
Right.
Even if it's trying to defame the very thing they're made in the image of.
Read Every Good Endeavor by Tim Keller.
Read every book.
Read everything.
Read the Bible.
Oh, this is 2. Whoops. Things behind things behind things.
Oh boy. Versus You Man Like. It's a caveman discovering he's gay for the first time. You man, what? Well, no, discovering that someone else is gay for the first time.
Was it off the noggin?
Yes, that was off the
That
dome.
was sick.
I'm gonna look at the weather app.
I see things behind things.
That one.
You man like. Shoddy. Oh. Alright, play this song.
I will see you off now down the back of the river.
Things behind things. There was a moment where when Sable, the EP, came out, me and Ethan listened to it at midnight on the couch in the living room and were incredibly disappointed by it. And I've retained some of my takes from that as being like, this is still mid, and there's some that I've come around on. And Things Behind Things is a song that I am still like, this is one of my least favorite songs on that album.
Really?
Yeah, I don't enjoy this song. The melody keeps reaching places where I think he's going to do more interesting things, just based off the way he like sets up a lyric, and then it feels like he doesn't do that. He hits like a kind of like flat place throughout the song, and then also I understand where he's going with the writing, like the writing in it, but like just for somebody who's written so many other good songs to say there's things behind things
Yeah.
in one of his last albums probably is, I don't know. It's just, and You Man Like I really don't have much thoughts on, but it's kind of like I'm not a fan of Things Behind Things.
Yeah. I think that Things Behind Things was originally the EP, like originally before the album came out, I did not like. But then like the more I listened to it, I was like, this isn't as bad. And this was one of the songs that I actually came around on a little bit because I like how he personifies whatever.
My bad.
I like how he personifies in the song whatever it is that he's struggling with, and it's almost like use it like as an enemy. I think that's a really interesting way to like make an abstract idea like more physical and tangible as a way to like control your fears and come to terms with them. But with You Man Like, and this is gonna be a common theme on my opinions for any song from I, but it's, from my understanding, it's a song on the homeless crisis in America. I don't like how on the nose its social commentary is, the album, and I also just don't like the way that You Man Like sounds
That's fair.
for me.
I don't feel. I
That's
don't have
not
any
a
strong
Bono
feelings
reference.
either way.
I think you might be the tiebreaker though.
That's true. So what? So you're thinking of Things Behind Things. You're thinking
Yeah.
Man Like.
Yeah, I'm thinking Man Like.
I do agree with you though. Where Things Behind Things is like it does seem a little lazy.
And I'm also in the same boat here. I'm gonna be fine with whatever happens here. I
Creeks
get-
is going to destroy whatever comes next. So.
Well. I'm going off of limited information, but I do like that beginning of Things Behind Things. It kind of sounded almost like a fairy tale. Like I don't know how to describe that, but
Like
it
a
was
mandolin.
no the Things Behind Things song. Like the very beginning, I felt like with the guitar, I felt like
Yeah,
this
that's
reminded
what I
me
meant.
of it.
Like it sounds like a bard instrument.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what they're called.
And I know nothing about You Man Like, so
Yeah,
I
he
just
hates men.
I would choose Things Behind Things. Tripping me up over here.
All right, Things Behind Things moves on. I can make my peace with that.
Rabbi.
Rabbi, teacher.
We. I forgot. Yeah.
So when we start talking about we just have to do this.
The whole
Yeah.
time. The rest of the 4 hours of filming this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As long as it's in the podcast.
Okay.
Let's listen to these.
Is it cool if I use the shower?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So what of this really?
And this is We.
And then taking where you are. Turn around and face it, you're adjacent to.
Okay.
Hop off.
All right.
Hop on.
So We is my least favorite Bon Iver song. And I think it is the only song from him that is like actually bad. I don't
Really?
lyrically I don't think there's any like redeeming quality to it. Sound wise, like it's just not good. I don't even know what to describe. Like some of the samples he uses, like the screaming at the beginning, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I never liked this song. Like when I first heard it, I was like, this song sucks. And like,
You got mumble rapping.
however old this song is, to this day, I'm like, this song still sucks.
It doesn't improve.
No, it
Doesn't
does not
age like
improve.
wine.
It never aged well. But then you have Rabbi, and I actually like love that song because
He got like a sick kind of white boy flow on that one.
Yeah.
no, I like Rabbi a lot because his description of like just being content with where you are and not like being satisfied with like certain change. Anyway, yeah, even if you like don't agree with his like political stances or social commentary or whatever it may be on the rest of the album, it's like that song isn't really about that. It's more just about like if you don't think something is good, you shouldn't be content. Like you should actually go out and try to change that thing.
Yeah, he's looking at more universal,
Yeah.
timeless human things.
Yeah.
Not just like
Like that song can
He's
apply to
looking at
any
specific time.
Yeah.
He's looking at more universal things behind things.
Yes.
I do agree with you. That's all I had to
With
say.
weed?
In general, I think Rabbi is a better song. I like another song where I tend to like his songs when they're more abstract in lyrics, and he does like more like poetic things throughout, and I think that's a song that does that very well. And I couldn't read the lyrics on, so
True.
I
Just
can't-
like boom, or that's not a scream.
Yeah.
That came out wrong.
The falsetto that he does in We Too, like sometimes he really leans heavy into his falsetto in a lot of his songs, and most of the time it works really well. But in that, sometimes it's like, why are you doing this? Like, it doesn't contrast well with the dark sounding of the song.
All right,
I think
we are gonna put
Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Rabbi. They call me Rabbi.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even think to pronounce it as Rabbi.
We have I'll Be There.
We have Holyfields, also from II.
I can hear.
Oh, that's one of the new songs.
Oh, I see.
And then we
It was
have
decent.
Holyfields. Awesome.
It's a great take. I couldn't agree more. No.
Be There. It's a decent song. Like I thought it was all right. I think I like Holyfields better. I can't really say why. I just do.
I get that. With all of Sable Fable, I've had to kind of come to terms with the fact that I don't dislike the album. I just wish he was doing a different thing. It's good for what it is, and I honestly think I like that song, particularly from the album, more than Holyfields is somewhat well written. It just, I don't know, it didn't really stick with me particularly. Whereas like there's not that much on this album that does, but there's a few. I don't know. I kind of lean I'll Be There here.
Yeah. I think I was telling you the other day where it's like, it feels like on his new album, Sable Fable, that it was like he leaned more into his own style to where sometimes it sounds like a parody. But that being of himself. But that being said, I do think I'll Be There is like one of the, and I like his new album, but I think I'll Be There is better. I used to really like Holyfields at first. But over time, I remember Anthony Fantano, when he reviewed Icon the Eye, he said, when he was talking about Holyfields, he was like, the whole, like, whatever it is at the beginning, it's like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, at the beginning, it's like, it's kind of annoying, and I was like, nah, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, actually, it is kind of annoying, I feel like, but the latter half of the song, I think, is really good.
Okay.
But I do like I'll Be There a lot.
So
awesome.
Is that how it goes through?
Seems like I'll Be There moves on.
I'll be there, Bon Iver.
I like how they're color coordinated too.
This is the first time we've done that.
That's really
he did it in
nice,
the first edit that we did. And then I didn't realize it, so I was putting in random colors, and he told me, and for some reason I was like, I'm gonna stick with that for the rest of these, and it's just now occurring to me this is so much prettier.
Yeah, it's way aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
So
too bad the viewers will never get to see it.
this will probably go in.
That'll be in the video. We'll show that.
Oh.
Yeah.
A la screenshot.
Allah screenshot. Oh,
Are you
when
Muslim?
when I'm Muslim. and-
Allah screenshot.
Yeah. Is that what they call it?
Inshallah.
Is that what Muhammad did? Like an Allah
He took an Allah screenshot
Yeah.
in the cave.
Yeah, that's worse.
Name. I, has like some of the worst titling too.
Oh, it's the one with it's the picture of the guy. It's like this random, like you'll see it.
You ever notice that he's doing like the nay underneath the big salmon?
I did not realize that.
Bro,
Or not the nay, the
Bro,
Gangnam
can we
Style.
get a clip of a salmon doing the nay?
We should put a salmon up here instead of a painting.
Oh, that would have been genius.
A live flopping salmon.
When we do this in 10 years, like a remaster vid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
like-
remaster vid.
Yeah.
Where we say that.
Yeah.
Same spot.
I guess we got the
right
salmon
there.
here.
We get older.
Yeah. I wore pink, which you can't really see from behind this black computer. Oh, wait a minute.
It's still recording.
It's Sable Fable.
Sable
Black,
Fable.
Pink. Look, my computer makes a black square.
You're right.
I planned it all out. And one day I'll tell you the
It's
short
actually-
story
It's actually kind of wild.
of how I thought that out.
Okay. Name versus
Short
short
story.
story.
What's your name? What's your short story?
9.
We've not gotten a single For Emma Forever Ago song yet. This is gonna be
I
a
know.
terrible
That's good.
bracket.
They're also gonna go against each other.
I fall off a bass boat and the concrete.
I do remember I like that song.
I like that one too.
That is a good song.
Short story.
Short story. The
Go.
floor is yours.
So I have not listened to Short Story a lot just because I haven't listened to Sable Fable a lot. But kind of revisiting some of the lyrics in this, it's so short, but it's so effective in the way that he's describing him coming out of his depression. And it's really good.
I didn't realize that. I didn't know that was what that song was about.
And
I like that
that's
song,
what
too.
I take it as, because the whole context of this album is like him being like, I need to be positive, which on one hand I hate because I think he makes incredible depressing music,
Yeah.
but
But
at
it
the
wasn't
same
his whole
time,
thing.
good for him, dog.
Wasn't
He's got a basketball league now. Like
What?
he's a baller, bro.
What do you mean by that?
He has like a charity basketball league in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Playing in it? Or is he
Yeah,
just
he's
running?
kind of a baller. But name, not I don't know. It's Arabic for like happiness. That one I really like too, because similar to like Rabbi, it's another one of those like you can't turn a blind eye to like things that are actually happening. And again, it's not so much like this is what you need to think, but it's more just like no, like there's always trouble. It's like and you don't need to turn a blind eye. And I think for me, Naim is the better song just because in terms of the music aspect of it too. I think it's just more extravagant and well done. Like I like the almost like roller coasterness of Naim.
Yeah, short story is. I like short story. You said it better than I could, but it was during the song, so we have to cut that audio. So I'm gonna repackage your words. The January ain't the whole world. Is
Yeah.
a really cool line,
That's a
and listening
great
to
line.
that, it's like as sad as it is that Bon Iver is happy now. This song is really good.
Also, the line that says "time heals" and then it repeats, knowing where it's like, no, it's gonna get bad again.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's how you carry yourself through that.
That's true, honestly.
Like the lyrics in this song are great. The strain and thirst are sweet. Like that's great.
Yeah. I think it's taken a little...
It's close.
Yeah.
It's close.
I mean, I lean short story.
I
I'd
think
be
that's
content
fair.
with either
Yeah.
of these.
I understand that Bon Iver went happier because I thought when I understood it was like
How dare he get
was
his life
just
together?
he was just like known as the sad indie artist for so long, and he was like, I want to get past that, and he did really well. And I actually had like I didn't realize that this song was about that. I hadn't really listened to it. I really like it, and I like Name too. Like they're both like good messages, but I feel like I would choose a short story for the lyrics.
I think that's fair.
Short story moves on. Next thing.
become a long story now.
It's you.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
two of us.
Just the two.
Okay, interesting. We got 21 Moonwater.
21 Pilots. And we got Woods. Yay!
Oh,
I can't wait.
Easy
Wow.
pick.
I
Easy
can't wait for
pick.
this.
Woods.
really quick, like, funny story with 21 Moonwater specifically. So the movie It Part 1, the like remake of it was coming out, and for like a 3-week period, I was like sort of being stalked by it, or Pennywise, that's the name of the clown, in a weird way, because I would see something about it or about him like at least once a day, multiple times, and it's just, but it would happen in like random ways, and that happened for every day for 3 weeks straight. But it was also while this album was like first coming out, or at least around that. And this song, like, I remember listening to it while I had like a It ad pop up, and so this song is forever associated with the movie.
Oh,
It,
that's
Pennywise specifically, and it doesn't help too that song is like kind of scary.
Yeah,
because at one point there's like a baby screaming in it. And
Yeah.
21 Moonwater is supposed to 8 Circle, the song after, is supposed to contrast that.
Oh, interesting. I didn't
And
know
so
that.
it's with Woods. It is one of the most influential songs I think made in music in the 2010s.
Wow.
Or 2009 is when I think Blood Pink came out.
2009s.
The 2009s, but no, late 2000s, early 2000s. Because one, in My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West, he sampled Woods in Lost in the World, and so he kind of tweaked it where it sounds like he did that, but then pitched it up, or the song Woods, and then made that the beat, and like made it sound like I'm lost in the world instead of the woods. And so there's that. But like if you watch this song live when he performs it, he does the whole like echo thing, like the layering, like while he's singing it. But yeah, I think this is one of the best songs ever made, which is saying a lot because it's only 2 lines just repeated over and over again, but it's just the way it builds. It's like there's not really any other songs that kind of do that. And the way that he, again, if you watch him live, the way that he's able to create his own chorus is just incredible to me. Or excuse me, his own choir. That's what I meant to say.
Like Moon Water is a scary, confusing song. The lyrics just don't make sense, and it's not a song I would listen to ever. Initially, I thought the Woods was kind of funny because he just keeps saying, "I'm up in the woods, I'm up in the woods," and I didn't listen later into the song. I think I just mainly heard that, and I was skipping through. So I was like, okay, this song's kind of funny, but again, you've changed my mind with your professional opinion.
Well, not to keep on going with this song, but like
it
starts out with him just saying like, "Oh, I'm up in the woods, I'm down on my mind." It's like, all right, he's kind of putting himself in solitude and kind of just being a sad boy. But it's like as the song progresses, he almost gets more angry, and he's like, "I hate this feeling so much." So it starts with him just like, it's almost like the 5 stages of grief. Almost, this sounds really pretentious, but it's almost like the 5 stages of grief, to where it's like finally at the end, like he repeats like "down on my mind" like one last time, and I don't know, to me that's kind of just like him coming to terms with it.
No, I get that. I really like Woods. 21 Moonwater sounds like a Nightmare feels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Woods, I will say, hearing your explanation of Woods is much better than hearing my explanation of Woods in my head. Because my explanation in my head was it sounds like, and I'm not like, obviously I knew that there was a meaning behind this, but the thing that I just couldn't get out of my head with it was it sounds like it was like almost like he made that song for Kanye to know I can produce. Like, I know that clearly wasn't his goal, but it's like just based off the fact that it's very like that era of Kanye-esque.
Yeah.
And because of the fact that I hadn't really listened to this much before I'd heard, we have been planning a bracket involving
Kanye West bracket?
A Kanye West and John Bellion bracket.
Oh yeah.
Which is gonna be filmed at some point.
Are you putting?
Wait. One more time. Kanye West and John Bellion.
Bellium.
Bellium. You heard that right.
One
more time.
Another thing with Woods that you have to remember too is that everything he had made up to that point was acoustic.
Yeah.
This was his first electronic song that he made, so it kind of set the tone for the rest of his discography.
Well, we know it's moving on.
Yeah.
Woods.
I feel like I'm just learning so much about Bon Iver.
It's funny because like we'll bounce back and forth between episodes where like the High Laker video, right? The High Laker video, our notes on our phones for this was like upbeat, It's okay.
Yeah, sad. Upbeat.
Yeah.
Slow.
And then we had Anne on for Half Alive, and Anne knows a lot about Half Alive, and like she had some like very like defined opinions about things. And then we did the 21 Pilots video, which is like slop.
It's just so many people. It's very chaotic.
It's like a whirlwind, and now we're getting like. I've learned several things I didn't know about these songs.
Like I'm talking to a music historian.
Yeah.
Just for Bon Iver.
Yeah, Bon Iver historian.
If you ask me about anything else, it's not gonna be good.
How does one come to salvation? No, I'm just kidding. I'm baiting you.
I mean, John 3:16.
Oh.
Ephesians 2:10.
Dang.
Next. Shadiah.
Should I?
But keep getting more. We've gotten like all.
I know. We still haven't gotten his 2 best albums. Well, no, I take that
If
back.
only I could wait.
Oh my gosh.
If only I could wait.
This
for
is gonna be
Shadiah.
horrible.
Wait, is this from? What
This is also from Sable.
This is from Sable. Why is mix it up?
Yeah, I'm
mix it
mixing
up
these
more.
more, bro. This is insane.
We're getting it all out of the way now.
We're getting it all out of the way now.
If only.
Well, you found the time.
If only I could wait.
If only.
If only I could wait.
I didn't know what Shadiah meant.
Did you look it up?
You told me about it.
Oh, I did too.
Before we were talking about this, because you were saying that in reference to the album, where that stands for
Shittiest day in American history.
which is kind of like, I think regardless of what your take is, because you said it was like,
It was in reference to when Donald Trump got elected.
yeah.
Like like that term was used a lot during that. But he adopted it for a completely different thing though, which I don't understand.
It's a weird song. I like the way it looks almost as a word, and that's kind of how I feel about a lot of this song and kind of this album. Is I like a lot of it, but not necessarily. It's like I was thinking about this, right? And it's like, especially this song, knowing that where the title is about Trump, it makes me feel like he's doing this like thing where he's writing almost to Trump. And that's just weird to listen to because it's kind of like being in a room with the two of them is a weird thought to have while listening to a song. I like the sound of it, whereas If Only I Could Wait.
And then the second one, you're like, if only I could wait. It was like higher and
really
lower.
good. But I don't know. I don't really know what to do here. It's also like, there's gotta be worse days in America. There's gotta be so many more, regardless of what you think of Trump. It's like there's gotta be like there were wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you think?
If only I could wait. Shadiah's got that saxophone like held on me. Yeah, it's holding it on me. No, I'm sorry. I gotta say Shadiah.
Hendrik?
You had walked away, but I told Ethan, I was like, Shadiah, the like humming in the background almost, is like a more calm and palatable Heavenly Father. Where it's like it's not as chopped, where it's more like steady. It's not chopped up. There you go. But,
Okay.
All right.
But for me, it's Shadiah. It's like I may not like the lyricism or at least the message of it. It's like, but it's still done well.
Yeah,
Even if you don't agree with it, but the music is incredible in it.
I'm good to go with Shadiah here. It's
Perfect.
not no sweat off my back, which I don't think is the phrase, but we're gonna keep going.
Maybe not that.
No sweat off my back.
I think it's no skin
I don't
off
think-
my back.
I thought it was like no skin off my nose.
Anyway,
Huh?
I thought it's no skin off my nose.
No skin
No.
off my
Is
nose.
that what they say?
you don't think I have too much of that.
What? I thought that's what they say.
They do say I have too much nose. Trying to get that fixed. Subscribe to our Patreon for my nose job. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you don't have a Patreon.
I don't have a nose job either. So we're getting started.
Reverse nose job.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's you because I chose this.
It's another one.
No. What is it?
Let's go.
Okay, as long as it's not
Guys,
not another.
Say them. What are they?
From.
It's just from.
It's
Yeah,
called
from Sable Fable.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I
And
thought
then-
that was.
And then 8 Circle from 22 A Million.
Yes, the sequel to the much lauded
yeah,
movie
right,
8
yeah.
Mile.
Yeah, 8 Circle, where he's
No
And this is 8 Circle.
I'm standing in the street now.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
this is not easy.
So my initial thoughts with From is that, like, I remember listening to the album for the first time and I was like, dang, this song kind of slaps. I don't really know what it's about, to be honest. But it's like, I really like that song. And I think it's one of the better songs on Sable Fable. But 8 Circle, I kind of have to lean more with my nostalgia here and like say 8 Circle is the better song, just because it's so much more like technically advanced in terms of the production of it. There's so much more going on, but it fits so well, I think.
I do love both
You got
songs.
Yeah.
I feel like this is they're both sound so good.
I know.
Another thing with 8 Circle, and there's a YouTube video where he plays like a one-person show for like this special video thing where he does 8 Circle, but he does it on an acoustic guitar, and it's like it's better than the original.
Dang.
I think, because it's so stripped down, like intimate.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is I don't know what it means, but it sounds great.
I love the line, "We've galvanized the squall of it all." I don't really know what that particularly means.
It just sounds.
I'm like
Yeah.
one grade level, reading level shorter than that. But
galvanize is like using electricity for like, especially like in like literary sense. In like Frankenstein, they thought, oh, you could galvanize a corpse and bring it back to life by shooting like basically a ton of electricity
What
through
is
it.
squall?
bird,
A squall
That's
is
squawk.
like a storm.
That's squawk, bro.
flock of bird.
A squall is a storm.
Yeah,
Okay.
So galvanize the squall is kind of like electrify the storm.
that's so
And-
sick.
And the way, like, that's a great line, honestly.
Yeah.
We've galvanized the squall of it all. I mean, his lyricism really is great. So still
Yeah.
in the new album, sometimes.
Ethan, where are you going with this? Because I'm.
I don't know. And this isn't even in the new album, so scratch what I just said. But this is, classic Bon Iver. I just really like. If I'm going off of just like what the lyrics are, I understand like the newer one is like better. It's a love song. It's kind of it's kind of sweet. I like that. But this one has such great harmony. So,
Do we go 8 Circle?
I'm kind of feeling like it's got to be.
I really wish.
That one's not easy either.
Yeah.
Terrible, like
matchup there.
terrible matchup.
Only it
for
could be
From.
easy. Yeah.
If From had gone against like
Yeah.
half the ones who've gone so far, I go From. But like,
Yeah. I
whatever.
wish I could have seen From continue further, but
If only I could From. I'm sorry.
Billy, what'd you get?
I got Salem.
I got 10 Death Breast.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what
We'll
that's
take it.
gonna be.
I still have yet to get to a Forever Ago song, but
Or
my goodness.
self-titled.
I forget that's an album. Let's get on with this. Don't let it trouble your mind.
You Pat Salem's down
Witch Trial.
there. I really like this.
Wait, which trial?
Play that song. Silly boy.
It's lasting.
All right, and then we got 10 Death Breast.
When I wrap you up.
Salem against 10 Death Breast. We just got, this is probably going to be a very abrupt jump cut, but we just got done with like an hour break.
Yeah.
It's
Or longer.
like, it is 9:38 p.m., 120 milligrams of caffeine, pork rinds, and a bath later. And yeah, 10 Death Breast. I said this right before. I do imagine Justin Vernon like in his cabin in Wisconsin, just Googling like Kanye type beat on his MacBook. I do love that song though.
I think 10 Death Breaths is like very staggering. I want to say that's the word I'm trying to look for. It's very abrupt, and it kind of just comes out of nowhere, especially with it being the second song in the album. It also just sounds good. However, Salem, I love the chorus on Salem so much. I think it just sounds like cleaner to me. I mean, obviously it sounds cleaner, but It's more pleasurable to my ears. It tickles it a lot more. My ears.
I just think I like Death Breath better, personally.
Bang! Death Breast moves on.
Sorry.
I'm cool with that.
Cool, awesome.
Okay, we're starting off with something that's not from those two albums. I'll take
Wait,
it.
what is it?
Babies
Oh.
That's on Blood Bank EP.
Blah bang.
versus
29 Stratford Apartment.
Oh, okay.
22 a million.
Final boss moment.
This is one of the songs I think can go all the way, potentially.
Yeah. You gonna go all the way tonight?
Some more supply.
Ah,
what's the next?
That was a great song.
29.
This is horrible.
29 Jump
Sad.
Street.
29.
You're rolling up, you're rolling up, you're holding it, you're fabric.
Oh, this is. Why did this have to
Had to
happen?
get there.
So what's interesting about Babies is that
Yep.
it's one of the few positive songs he has early on in his discography. But it's like such a good song about like his desire to want a family, or to start a family, I should say. Like when he says,
That is pretty awesome.
like he says in Babies, I'll probably start a fleet with no apologies.
That is pretty like hard hitting.
It's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say the only thing with Babies is that I think the piano can be a little too overwhelming. Like it's kind of
I was listening to my car on the way back here.
yeah.
And this song was playing, and I just had the playlist on shuffle because I wanted to like immerse myself a bit more before we filmed. And this song is annoying to listen to.
Yeah, it is a little annoying. But I think like towards the end when like the guitar and some of the drums start to come in, it's a little bit more palatable. But then on the other hand, you have 29 Stratford Apartments, which is like a masterpiece of a song. It's like one of the most complete songs I've ever listened to. Like it's got beautiful lyrics. Again, like there's a live performance where he like subtly changes the part of the song where he like talks over himself. This part when he says through meeting out the door, but it says this at the same time.
Oh, interesting.
There ain't no meeting anymore. Come here and kiss me here again. And in the live version, he cuts these two parts out, and he just sings these two parts because it's like about like two people. And even like the setting image of like sharing smoke, where it's like there's a deep like I don't know contentment with both the people, but like he also changes this from could you be a friend, where he says could you be that friend, and so it's like a very specific thing.
That's see, this is actually like you've added a lot of like a lot of facts to these songs that I've never thought about before. I was gonna pick this anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
were you also in the same? I don't know. Where is he?
Yeah.
No, are you the baby man?
I one day I want to be a father. But
29 Stratford.
20
you guys
Stratford
are, yeah.
Apartments.
I mean, I'm
has to
happy
be
that
one.
that's going through and that I'm not like causing a tiebreaker. I really like it. Seems it's very cinematic, and I just like the meaning of it, I guess more. But the other one has good meaning as well.
Yeah. Bars.
We're gonna get it.
Whoa, fly away.
This is the other one.
Dunjaroo. Okay, bracket WT.
Ooh, interesting.
Is that Washington?
This is
Wisconsin,
With-
I believe.
yeah. I think it should be
Why
Wisconsin.
would Wisconsin leave with a T?
That's an I. I'm just bad at handwriting.
Oh, what does it say?
45. Oh my gosh.
45.
This is
Under space. 45.
under space.
Under space.
An easy swing.
And then we got _45_, which is probably just pronounced 45.
Yeah.
Feels pretty easy to me.
What is your where's your?
I think I prefer 45
Yeah.
over bracket.
It's 45 is one of his few songs where it's like he doesn't do the falsetto, and like he just sings, and like I
Yeah.
don't know what the term would be.
It's
just like a
it's
regular-
much less like of a modified
Yeah,
voice.
but like the like raspiness of his voice is really good. But then like the fact that he auto tunes a saxophone, or if that's what it is called, like it's who would have thought to do that?
I don't know if the same instrument is also in what this made me think of, but like the saxophone in this and the way it's kind of like discordant, like it kind of just like doesn't really like stick to a thing, made me, it felt very, very similar to some of what, I don't even know if it's a saxophone in this, but Ants From Up There.
Oh yeah, no, they use saxophone.
And I like the way that they kind of play around with the saxophone in just kind of a weird and like abstract way. Ants From Up There by Black Country New Road.
Oh,
the airplane.
okay.
You gotta have me back for a BCNR one. See, John was
45 clears here.
With brackets, it's a good song. Like I really like it, but it's not on an album.
It's no 45.
It's on a compilation album from just various artists, but
it's not making the bracket. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, bracket.
Yeah, it's a good song, but you just got paired up with the MJ of Bon Iver songs.
The MJ? Michael Jackson?
No. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jackson. This is the Michael Jackson of
we're on the topic of music here, so...
Bro, Bon Iver plays basketball. We've been...
Oh, dang it. Okay,
so did Michael Jackson. We've yet to get... This is actually... what the odds of this is insane. Everything is Peaceful Love from...
Finally!
What is it?
Our first regarding stacks.
Stacks.
Regarding stacks.
Get this ping pong beat out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
He goes too
That's
far.
a great way to describe it.
Oh,
He goes too far into the white boy rapping. Like, he's getting like the Dr. Seussism in here, but it's not working.
It's giving... I'm a white boy, but coach says I got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say stay in your lane, boy.
lane boy. But we go where we want to.
Exactly. That's what
They
he's
think
saying.
this thing's a highway.
If it were my way.
Restacks.
You back with the Rex as the stacks you low.
All right. Well, we'll get to that in round 2.
Great.
Yeah, restacks.
Restacks.
Yeah.
We'll stack that up.
Sick, bro.
Thank you.
You need to stop encouraging this behavior.
You shouldn't have said that. Now I'm just gonna encourage you.
Oh, you played yourself, Billy. Creature Fear. Okay.
Alright. We're 2 for 2. And then Hey Ma
Hey,
from I,
The blue light goes up when I do this.
Man discovers sound. For
It
the
doesn't
first
go up
time.
if I do this.
Hey, ma.
Hey Ma.
Hey, ma. How was this here?
Full time, you talk your money.
Yeah.
Hey Ma felt just more, I guess, basic than his other songs. And
Yeah.
I like Creature Fear a lot. I've heard it a lot of times, so.
Yeah.
Creature Fear.
I'd say Creature
Again.
Fear.
Yeah. Easy win.
I will say, like, I like Hey Ma
Oh, yeah.
because so the song is about like climate change and stuff like that, but I think it's done well. It's not like a preachy thing, but it's more just like the way that he
It's
actually
like, call your
described-
mom, the world on
Yeah,
fire.
well, no, it's like he was like, you actually the whole Mother Earth thing. It's like, yeah, it's like you need to care for the Earth. The Creature Fear is better.
There's a rhythm from Sable Fable.
666.
Cringe.
And there's also an upside down T in this title, I think.
Yeah.
660.
What?
All right.
Now for 5 seconds of unedited silence.
You can watch it, it's been saved.
A bully man.
No, William Afton, FNAF. You didn't
Oh.
think I'd get
If you
through
want to see
another
Hendrik
episode
be even more
without
pretentious
mentioning
than now,
FNAF.
there was a old podcast that we tried to do that, if you can find it on the internet, there is an hour of Hendrik. It was honestly like actually impressive.
I filibustered for about 45 minutes
It's the most
just
commitment.
talking about the FNAF timeline and like rewatching it. I was way off.
And it's
on a lot of
not
stuff,
enjoyable to listen to,
No.
but the best
But it
part
was
of it,
fun to
it's,
do.
it's a 45-minute bit because you have this thing where you're talking about this, and then the punchline is Tyler being like very blunt of like, I want to be done with this
Yeah.
now, and then it like ends shortly.
It was
after.
also funny because at one point you go, So if you've never played the FNAF games, like why do you like it so much? And I'm like, that's a great question. So in FNAF 2, it starts off with the,
every
like 3
question.
times you asked me a question, I just didn't answer. Like I acknowledged it but didn't answer.
666.
T.
6 is hanging the door.
I actually do have a question for you here because you're probably the one who knows. So kind of with this and with a lot of like the album cover has kind of a lot of what at least seems to be satanic imagery, and that's like the only part of this album I don't like. Where it's like I kind of rock with this album, but there's like a weird amount of like, is he doing that intentionally to like? I'm curious what his like headspace is going into that, and if you know, because that kind of depends how I am.
My take on it is, I think part of it in the album cover, you can kind of see the like yin and yang of it. I think it's and the fact that it's like black and white.
Oh, true.
In the background, I think it's supposed to be because it's an album primarily. From what I take of it, is him describing his religiosity and his feelings on that.
Yeah.
And I think this potentially, although I haven't really read the lyrics to this song too much, but I don't think it's him being like, "Oh, I'm a Satanist now."
Yeah.
I think it's more just like he's using it for to convey a
that
deeper message. I mean, it could be potentially, I don't really have read the lyrics of it, but it could be him kind of having those thoughts of just like, what if?
Yeah.
Kind of just exploring every avenue.
That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. It's kind of like I'm never going to be fully comfortable listening to this song, which is fair. He doesn't really have to be trying to make music to make me comfortable. But I don't know.
There's a rhythm. There's a thing behind thing. I don't know. I wish these weren't pitted against each other because I don't really want to choose There's a Rhythm because I don't really like it.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to choose 666T. I feel like
Arnold Palmer would be so happy.
Arnold Palmer.
Shut up, Bill. No.
Cause if it was against another song, I would just make fun of the like 808 like that bit or that beat.
Yeah.
That's like that.
Sounded like Korn, the band.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. But
you would like Korn.
I'm almost tempted to choose 666 though.
That's
like
fair.
I don't really want
That's
to.
fine.
I just don't like.
Okay.
There's a rhythm.
It moves on. My vote is gonna be there's a rhythm. But
what are you choosing here?
Oh, 660.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like
I like the production
cubed.
of that one. More.
that's understandable. I
like it kind of falls to that, or I just like the way that one sounds more. We have 0.00000 million.
And we have Wash.
Oh, it's gonna be
It
hard.
reverberated.
Coincidentally, 0.000 million is also how much money I have in my bank account. 0 million.
Good job. $0 billion.
I cannot really post this. I'll please.
And then we got Wash.
This one's tough.
I'm telling darkness from lines on you.
Yeah, this one's easy for me.
Is it Wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
What do you have to say about the other one?
The thing with 0 million, I'll say Wash too. I do like Wash more, but the thing with 0 million is that it is him. It's the last song of the album, so it is kind of coming to terms with like his like stance on faith, which is just him because there's a lot of references to like how he's like, I thought I believed this, and I don't think that is the case anymore. And he's like kind of just coming to terms with it's like maybe it's okay not to believe in a higher power, which obviously I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
But I still think the way that he portrays that is very
That's
well
fair.
done.
That's valid. These arguably the same song, and I tend to lean towards Wash.
Wash.
Ooh, wow, ooh,
Wash.
wow.
Ooh, wash.
All right.
Y'all got this.
Okay, I got this one. Walk Home.
Walk. Oh, That one seemed kind of charged in some way. This one is Michikant? Michikant, dude. Shucklebucks. He thought it was funny.
Jonathan's dying.
He's exactly Roshan.
I literally...
And then we've got Michikant.
Pressed against the pain, could see the veins, and there was pause.
Yeah. Here we are.
I like Michikant better. Also, Walk Home though, and it's like, it's not like romantic. I don't know. It just seems more like of like an erotic song, because like shed your earthly burdens. It's like we don't need the curtains, and it's like, you know, bring your face close to mine.
Yeah.
Want the taste.
I want to be inside with you.
The thing I think of whenever I think of Walk Home is it sounds vaguely like it that like wanna be inside with you. Whatever effect he's doing there, it makes me think of which came before this, but the 14 Minutes album by Dominic Fike.
Yeah, Dominic Fike.
That's the way he kind of like messes with his vocals in just very like strange ways on that. But I do like it the way you said. It's like what you said with like Michigan is just so cool, like in terms of the writing aspect. Where it's
the thing with Walk Home is that it kind of goes into that thing again where it's like it sounds like he's parodying himself.
Yeah,
it's like it sounds like a Bon Iver song. But Michigan, like again, there's a live performance at the Cindy Opera House with this that is excellent. But yeah, there's the like bells in it. I guess it's such a cool touch into it because it just adds like an outline to the rest of the song. It gives it some like color almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reads like a poem. I love that song.
Yeah, that second album, the Bon Iver. I feel like I enjoy like half the songs, but for like the later albums, I enjoy even less. So it's like better the earlier you go.
All right, we have Marion from I, I.
This is I Am
I from I.
Wonderful.
He really likes that letter. Wanna be in time with you.
Well, I thought that this was half a love.
I? Oh, Emi.
Marion, I used to like it a lot, but then I don't know, it just got really bland for me. But I really like the production on that song. And it was supposed to be like him. He wrote that like after he went to like Greece by himself, and he had like a terrible experience. And it was actually it was a good thing for him because he realized that solitude was not helpful for him anymore. Because that was something that like he used. I mean, obviously like for Emma, that's exactly what he did. But now it's like solitude like isn't good for him anymore.
Oh, that's
so he's like sort of like the start of this like I need to start focusing on people that are actually around me too, not just being self-loathing.
Goated.
Wanna be in time with you.
Yeah, I go I Am I. Besides, I don't know who I'm Marion, so
yeah.
I need to.
That was stupid. Don't speak ever again.
Pound it. So what's next?
Award season.
Finally.
Heck no. And then we have a personal favorite of mine, Beach Baby on the Blood.
Oh my gosh. Babies and Beach Baby? You really
I got
wanted
it.
Yeah, it does come right afterwards.
I got something to say here.
Handle way more than I can handle.
Beach Baby.
Then you clutch clean.
I've got something to say here. I know you guys aren't gonna like it, but I genuinely do. Award season is, aside from the fact that he uses the word handle 3 times to start, is very well written beyond that.
No, I think even the fact that he uses handle 3 times, because it just shows how good his verbal library is. The fact that he can use the same word for 3 different contexts.
That's true.
It's like that's impressive. It's like it doesn't necessarily sound good.
That's the thing.
But it's impressive.
We heard that live, or not live, but like that was
when it came out.
When it came out, we stopped listening to the song to just laugh about that. That caught on for a month.
Yeah,
it's like something
we kept
would
repeating
around
that.
the house.
It to me
it was influential.
Yeah.
To me, hearing the handle thing, it was almost as if like he was like, "Oh, this would be cool," and then he's like just trying to find a way to fit it in.
Yeah.
Just because he was like, "That's cool."
Just throws it in there.
But I assume y'all are going Beach Baby. I'm okay with that, but because I had very low hopes for award season going in, but I needed to say my piece. Like,
That's fair.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Ethan, what about you? What do you think?
I think Beach Baby's a better song to
Yeah.
listen to.
That's fair.
I think for Beach Baby, like pull back the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, for me, it's more of an emotional thing in the sense of like, this song takes me to a place where it's like all I want to do is go into a hammock with someone and just hold them and listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, and the Blood Bank EP is him at like peak, just like poems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not even songs, but just poems.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I guess Blood Bank is literally a song, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Beach Baby moves on.
Yeah. I
As
wanna
sad as I am to see award season go, and
be inside with
No
you.
awards.
So
No awards this season.
I wanna be inside with you.
Yes. Finish out.
We have and this house. Perth. Sounds like I'm trying to say perfect,
Okay.
but even lisp.
I'm about to give Perth. And I got Wisconsin.
Sounds like a kidney stone. version.
Oh
You got
no!
Wisconsin?
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna be
bad.
so hard to pick.
Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Alright, context. Wisconsin was released
Wisconsin.
on iTunes, I believe. If you bought the album on iTunes back before streaming services
Yeah.
were really a thing, as a bonus track, but you can't. It's not on Spotify. It's not even listed on Spotify. You can only listen to it on like YouTube. It's the 10th song,
Which
technically, on Forema.
All right, Perth.
perfect.
That riff is so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this riff.
Now I have nothing that I
Going off of what I know, I think I probably prefer Perth.
You prefer
Because like, and that's it for a different reason than most of his other songs. He doesn't really use drums that much. But
Yeah.
when he does with that song, it's really really cool. And I mean, Wisconsin was also good, but it's just like a solid block, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like
Wisconsin is a lot more lyrical. Than,
Yeah.
The thing with Perth is that like it's got some of the best instrumentation. Also because it's like very like rock influenced. And again, there's a live performance that he does in Cork or something like that, where it's like he leaned into the
you're the
rock aspect.
advertiser for
I know.
live performance.
Dude, they're better. They're more emotions in it. But with Wisconsin, like obviously with the lyrics, like when you're reading it, dude, it hits so hard, and his falsetto is like so. He sounds like a broken man when he's singing it. And like there's this one line where he's like, "God, don't leave me here, because I will freeze." And then it's like love is at the end of each like stanza. He says like love's something, and it's kind of like a critique of like love is always going to cause pain, but then at the end of it, he's like, but despite that pain, like love is still like a good thing. And I can't remember which one is which exactly, but it ends on a positive note.
All right. Well, what's your?
For me, it's Wisconsin. Like I love that song. I think
If
I
it means
think that's
Perth, so you're the tiebreaker.
I'm
All
not
right,
sure
but
where
it-
to go with this fully because Wisconsin is. I really like. It's like Wisconsin. They're doing very different things, and I like Wisconsin for the writing, and for like the kind of the secretive lore to it.
I like Perth for the writing too.
I like Perth for the writing and the drums, but the thing with Perth is like, actually, I am gonna go with Perth because my main argument against Wisconsin was the fact that like, or for Wisconsin was things about Perth where it was kind of like, Perth. There's other artists since, and I don't know if before, but definitely since, who have kind of done that same thing, and it's like I feel like
You
if
mean
I
with Perth?
Yeah, with Perth.
like who?
I'm thinking specifically of Novo Amor when I say it.
Oh,
like
okay.
a lot of Novo Amor's birthplace does this very well. Not like the place he was born, like the album.
Oh, okay.
Um,
a lot of his birthplace.
But
The drum was
that
well.
album, which if you like the song Perth, go listen to that album because
If you like Novo Amor, Bon Iver's self-titled album is
perfect for
Perfect.
you.
Perth. Sorry,
that's the only one so far. I'm like that one. Respectfully, y'all are wrong. But
Okay,
that's
fair enough.
This is why
our
we do
show.
this. This is why we do this.
Yeah. Shut up. I wanna be inside with you.
PDLIF, the single.
Peedliff.
I can't remember what it stands for because I didn't like these two. I didn't like those two singles.
Holocene.
Oh, Holocene crushes it.
What was the other one? Pidliff? Pidliff?
Please don't live in fear. We can see from
Holocene. The part where he says jagged vacants stick with ice, I hear in my head when I hear the song as chicken fingers stick with her. I'm not kidding.
What?
I hear him go,
just mishear?
chicken fingers stick with her.
That's
I kind of
fine.
hit that though.
I'm gonna do something that you guys are. I know you're not gonna like because you've said it already. I strongly please don't live in fear here. I think that Holocene is better writing, but every time I listen to Peedliff, I will walk around my house for 2 days after going, please don't live in fear. And it's
Please
just
don't live in
it's
fear.
unique. It's like special in a way that I guess there's another single that is the same, but I don't like that one.
No.
Dang.
Well,
And I'll
He
give
told
it,
you.
I'll give it to you where it's like unique, but it's
Yeah.
like it was just like another continuation of like I Come I, where it's like he was just kind of continuing on that thing.
Please don't live in fear.
that's fair. It's like,
But with Holocene, the instrumentation in that is perfect. The lyrics in it are perfect, dude. When he says it in the before the like chorus of the song, where he's like, "And once I knew I was not magnificent," like giving each of these examples at the end of each verse, and then he's like, "Yes, this made me realize like I was not magnificent." It's like, I don't. That's perfect for me. That song is very close to perfection.
I agree. I love the lyrics of Holocene. I love when it's like Christmas lights, something with
Christmas
clutching.
light, clutch.
And then he says, "My brother and I tangled spines." I like that line.
Yeah.
I go with Holocene.
you know what?
first.
Fair enough. I'm sad to
I
see
respect-
Peedliff go, but I understand the place that it comes from.
Place Beyond the Pines.
You got Billy.
Hinnom, Texas.
Oh, I got Day One from Sable Fable.
Oh. It's like that clip from Wolf on Wall Street where he's like,
Day one.
been a long while now coming up.
what have we come to?
And Bon Iver is like, Dijon,
Mayonnaise.
flock of dimes.
What is it called? Hinnom?
Hinnom,
Something?
yeah.
Hinnom
Texas.
sounds like Coldplay.
The
to
Hinneman
me.
Challenge.
His voice and just the song in general, I heard it and I was like, this just sounds like I'm listening to Coldplay right now.
Once again, I will say there's a live studio session of Hinnom, Texas, where it's a very passionate performance from Justin Vernon. But for me, it's Hinnom. I don't like the production in Day One either. But if I'm being honest too, Hinnom isn't like super special for me, so it's more of a case of just like I just don't like Day One as much.
That's fair.
No, I agree.
Okay.
I said it sounds like Coldplay and I like Coldplay.
Well,
Dang.
it's Hinnom, I guess. I was slightly leaning Day One, kind of the exact thing that you were saying, but opposite. Where I don't care too much about either of these. I just slightly like Day One more. But the thing that you pointed out, or the thing that just is in the song of the like, yeah, that we'll go Hinnom. Just got rid of the bracket. All right.
Really good at spreadsheets, Billy.
Thank you.
In the business world,
In the business
what
world.
happens in the business world stays in the business world. If the beats and the deets, we'll circle back and then pin in that.
All right, so what's next?
And
Yeah. Jumping off of that, piggybacking.
yes.
Just pick one,
Next
please.
week,
God, pick
22 over soon.
22 Jump Street, the movie that fixed Kanye West.
Over soon.
And then Audica.
Audica.
Yeah,
The
Ada
best
Balder
Hitlicker
cake.
song.
All right. And then we have Ate Up All Their
Alt.
Cake.
If you can see your own kite, shine.
22 Jump Street. Oh my gosh.
Get pranked.
Wait, so you guys agree with 22?
Yeah, 22 over
Oh
soon.
dang, because I was almost thinking of the other one.
Loser.
But I actually really do like 22 over soon.
I got Flume.
I got lump sum.
Oh gosh, no! No! Oh, no! Not this soon.
No!
First of all, they're the first two songs in his
It's
entire
actually-
discography. But
I'm actually.
It's actually-
but these are
Oh.
like two of his best songs.
I'm actually sad.
Only love is on.
Lump sum.
We will see when it gets warm.
Yeah,
Do I look like
definition.
a pimp named Slipback?
Yeah,
That's a big
actually.
dog,
How did you
no.
know? I'm just kidding.
How did you know we've been saying that for years? A pimp named Slickback? Back to my point, Lump Sum, I genuinely think is my favorite Bon Iver song. It's stuck with me for a really long time. It's one of the few songs that I can listen to regardless of emotional state. Where it's like some of For Emma Forever Ago is so sad and so just emotionally that it's hard to hit that place where you're like
It hits the sweet spot.
it's hard for you have to be sad for something.
Because this song isn't necessarily sad.
Yeah, that's what I like about
Yeah.
this. It manages to capture that like really wistful tone
Yeah.
without being sad. Every part of it is written in this way where it's so you can really get a sense for what he's talking about, but he still manages to hit this abstract,
Yeah.
like fit it in the doldrums or so the sort of story goes, color the air. It's just every part of this song. There's not that many words, but every single one of them is like near perfect.
Yeah. I think like the first two lines, sold my cold knot, a heavy stone. Like that's such a creative way of saying.
Yeah.
I proposed to someone and she said no, and then saying sold my red horse for a venture home, which is his basically way of saying like I sold my vehicle so that I could go back home because I can't handle this heartbreak.
Oh, I didn't even know that was what that meant.
So like the way that I like to think of the song is that because like what you're saying, it's not necessarily a sad song, but like because it's so soon in the beginning,
Yeah.
that I kind of take it as like him initially remembering the good parts of this relationship that he's in, because obviously with For Emma Forever Go, it's a very personal project for Justin Vernon. And so there's like his own story behind it, which I think is so good. But with that one, I kind of take it as him trying to remember the good parts of it initially so he can kind of numb himself from the pain.
Can I say Flume?
That being said, I like Flume better only because of the emotional attachment I have to it.
I do.
Because this was I'm pretty sure this was the first song I learned how to play on guitar. And this was my favorite song, period, for the longest time in my life. However, the more that I listen to Lump Sum, like the older I get, the more I'm like, this is like a complete song.
Yeah.
But I still got to go with Flume just for my own like personal
click on Flume
preference. Another thing with Flume is that it also has great imagery, but again, it kind of reads more as like a poem because like only love is all maroon. It can mean so many different things. It's like oh, love is like the color red and stuff like that. It's like, but him saying like in the second chorus, gluey feathers on the flume. It's supposed to be like a picture of like it also being bloody, where it's like gluey, like how blood can kind of like stick.
This, I will say, regardless of what wins, I love this stanza where it's like lapping. The alliteration here of lapping lakes like leery loons, leaving rope burns reddish ruse is very intricate of 2 lines. But that's also all of Lump Sum to me. Where I feel like all of Lump Sum does that. Ethan?
After looking at the lyrics, I think I have to go with Lump Sum because I think that I actually understand more of what's like. This is very poetic, but I understand.
It's so abstract.
Feel like
so
I know
abstract.
what Lump Sum means, and I love Flume, but Lump Sum I think will probably be last longer in terms of my listening. So,
well fought.
No,
Good work.
Lump Sum deserves it too.
Got a few more.
Oh, I got Faith.
Okay, I got Gelmore. I got a lot to say.
Something I've noticed, and maybe this is just bias, but I think not, is that all the songs that are either like related to, they have a word of like Christianity, Heavenly Father, faith, other like God in his other album, I think are all really beautiful. And then like other songs like the six cubed, I thought it was not that great. So I was like, I'm just saying, this stuff is really pretty.
All right, Faith versus Gelmore, Dr. Gelmore and Mr.
Kind of polite chuckle. Gelmore. I need to use Gelmore.
That was sick.
Thank you.
Shattered in history, shattered in pain,
And then Gelmore.
But head out towards Panoma.
Yeah, Gelmore, first of all, that beat, really unique, really, like, it sounds very, like, pleasing. It's one of the few of his, like, fully experimental beats and instrumentals that...
It's funny because there's like not even a beat to it because there's no drums.
It's just this, like...
It is interesting.
Is really, I really enjoyed listening to. This is also, you've mentioned this in a few, and I like it in this one, where he's kind of approaching this political thing that he does in this album, but in this one... It's another song I can listen to. It's kind of like, I can listen to it, and I can... It's one of the few where I think he extrapolates, like, a idea from his political views that's, like, pretty solid, that's kind of just, like... specifically, like, I remember, because I was reading the lyrics for this, where it's when there's thrift store manager and Pope Canaday, a gas mask on his arm, where it's kind of talking about, like, he's trying to make this point of, like, wealth discrepancy, and... It's like that's it. It's like this song kind of like extrapolates this like desire to not see people suffering.
What's a Pope Camedy?
I don't know. I think it's I get the imagery that it's kind of like a ramshackle piece of clothing. Just because like the gas mask on his arm, it's like this person's in a desperate state.
Yeah.
But
No.
I'm
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
To say a little bit about the song Faith,
Mhm.
it's the song where he's describing his atheism or maybe agnosticism is like a breaking free thing. Yeah, I have a problem with that. I used to like that song before I read the lyrics, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I didn't know the lyrics. I thought it sounded pretty.
But I mean, like, it's one of his more direct songs. Like when he just straight up says there is no design, and it's like, no, there very clearly is.
The Gelmore beat is interesting. It's kind of annoying, but it's like I do like it for being interesting,
Fair.
and I would choose Gelmore too.
Okay. Unanimous Gelmore.
Gelmore.
Rosalind from
TikTok.
Oh, true.
Minnesota, Wisconsin on Bon Iver.
You say that like Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It's like that. Those like during 2020 when it was like, what room would you want to like live in or something? Like, what house would you want to live in if you could? And it's like picking like numbers 1 through 7, and it would show. It would always be this audio. It would be like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I see the one that's like, which one are you pooping in? And it's like,
I just realized that's what that's audio is from.
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Minnesota, Wisconsin.
You will not spilling pictures.
Minnesota. I think for me, I like Rosin a lot, but maybe this is just the TikTok in it where it's just like, it's good. Like I really like it. It's like, but there's nothing like too special about it. Where like Minnesota, Wisconsin was like, that was the first song that was like an actual like big shift from the rest of his music because it has like almost like it almost has like a dubstep element to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's like he's doing that with a banjo too, but it fits well.
I kind of want to go Rosalind, but I also when I think about the fact that it's like whenever I picture it in being in Twilight, that like it does something wrong.
Yeah, I don't even know what part that.
You know what other song is in the Twilight movies that's actually really good because it wasn't made for the movies, but it's just inserted into it.
I can't remember what it is, but I know what you're talking about.
Flightless Bird, American Mouth by Iron and Wine.
Oh,
an incredible song.
Interesting.
They
also have what's that song during the baseball scene? I forget what they're called though. I'm not even.
Vampires.
I'm blanking on. I'm blanking on what the band or the song is called, but it's like.
I wanna be inside. I'm going. We gonna miss
That's mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Glacier searching in the dead of night.
Wait, Ethan, you never said yours.
Oh yeah. Are you? He doesn't.
No, Minnesota.
Yeah,
you said
I
that.
did say it.
Oh, okay. my
Okay, that was your.
That was
your
real.
choice.
Minnesota. 33 God.
Okay.
I'm scared now because I thought these. I didn't listen to the lyrics.
Beth
I thought
Rest.
I thought they were pretty, but now I'm like, if anything is related to like a faith word, he's gonna be like, I'm an atheist.
Stayed at the Ace Hotel. Call her loud.
And then we got Beth Rest.
Hearing here to the stars. And the rain.
This one's unique for me because there's a live version of this song. Now he does have a studio version where it's like just regular piano and it's excellent. But I love the lyricism in Beth Rest. I'm not huge on the. I don't know what type of keys it is that he uses for that song, but I like that song more.
Beth Rest.
Yeah, I like the lyricism in it more. I do like the melody of it.
I don't like the atheist lyrics of God, but I like the sound of 33 God.
I
I don't think 33 God has atheist lyrics.
He,
I mean,
no,
maybe
it did.
Oh,
He
did it?
literally said, "I know that this is all that there is," and
Oh,
he said,
cringe.
"Oh, we find God in religions and staying at the Ace Hotel or something." I don't know.
Is
what-
that? Are you going Beth Rest as well?
what? No,
You're going 33
I'm going
God.
33 God.
Ooh, this is tough.
I see God. I click like. I see that. I like the video. I see it. I click.
Keep
Those
going.
comments, I just hate them. Kill everyone.
Don't listen. Don't do that.
Sorry, don't.
Hit like and subscribe.
Yes, 14 Bird Planetarium is a channel started by
Share
two
this
people.
video with your mom or dad.
All right,
It
Billy.
could be both. Yeah, no, I realize that could, like, I'm not trying to hit on your mom. Or your dad. Or anyone else that you're related to. And I'm gonna go Beth Rest.
Dang. Okay.
I love Bon Iver.
Because I think actually Beth Rest is one of my higher ups on that album, which I'm not the biggest fan of that album as a whole. But speaking of business language,
Yeah.
circle back.
Alright. What is it?
Are we cooked?
What is
The
it?
Wolves Act 1 and 2.
Oh, what's that one?
Skinny Love.
Oh my! Why are they always against
Oh
each
my
other?
gosh, we knew this was gonna happen.
Mamma mia.
When your eyes are all painted, natural.
And then we've got
He just communicates so much with
Yeah.
little.
Skinny Love.
It's because, dude, it's the emotion of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you say it. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. That's why That's why Woods is so good.
Tell him, preacher.
And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be.
So mine would be the Wolves because he, like what Ethan said, he doesn't say a lot in it, but it's the way that he says it is so effective, and you can tell that it's like he's hurting in that one. Where with Skinny Love, it deserves to be his like most popular song for the most part. I mean, like there's like the Birdie cover, and there's like an Ed Sheeran cover of it too, and the Birdie cover is excellent as well. It's like, but. And some of the lyricism in Skinny Love is great too, of just the way that he portrays a dying relationship, and what that looks like. And I mean, hence the name like Skinny Love, where it's like it's frail, it's about to die. What is happening?
I don't know. I think I gotta choose Wolves with this one.
I'm good with that. I'm so sad to see Skinny Love go
Yeah.
because it's like top 4, but
Yeah. It's like that and Flume. It's like they did not deserve
Yeah.
to go that quickly.
But yeah, the Wolves when they're when your eyes are all painted Sinatra blue is such a
Sinatra.
Yeah, the Wolves moves on. Okay, we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going.
Someday, my brain. Speed
Pick
round.
one.
Blood bank.
Ooh.
Blood bank. Au
Au
revoir.
revoir.
Au revoir.
How fitting is it that he ends his probably last album saying au revoir
In French.
In French.
Yeah.
Oh, it's French.
This is a good winter, but
Circling back,
very well.
Blood Bank.
Something that let's put a pin on that and reconvene.
Well, I met you at the blood bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blood Bank.
Yeah, Blood.
As much as I love a good instrumental track,
I'm a contrarian. I say
I tried to-
Okay, fair.
When I made the playlist for y'all, I tried to take out all the instrumental tracks. But
You know
I
what
must have
instrumental
missed
track
one.
should have been in here instead of Au revoir?
Don't say Team.
Do you not like Team?
No, I love Team, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't do anything to the rest of the album.
You love Teen?
Team.
Okay.
Trust me, Chris Hansen isn't here today.
No, he's our next guest.
I am Chris Hansen.
Space Eye.
Calgary?
Calgary,
Calgary?
thanks.
Calgary? Calgary. Calgary.
I know now that I can't make good how
Calgary.
Calgary?
Calgary.
Calgary.
Alright.
This
Oh
is-
no, Space Eye. I'm not kidding. I actually do like Space Eye more.
We should talk about Calgary in the next round.
I-
Since it's
yeah,
gonna go through.
fair.
But you have anything to say on Space Side?
Not real. It's I think my favorite song off of or at least one like my top
Okay.
three probably off.
Au revoir. I'm just
Au
kidding.
revoir.
Au revoir.
Did you just pronounce the R?
I'm sorry.
I thought you took French.
I'm a
with
failure.
Julie
All
Palmer.
right, I'm a failure.
Alright.
Blindsided.
Ooh.
For Emma.
What is happening?
This last one is Towers.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I like Towers a lot.
I do too.
okay, so that means there's three songs
I
that are
like
not.
Towers.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, no, there wasn't exactly 64 songs.
No. Oh, there weren't.
Scroll all the way down and then add 2.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That means we just pick three that we want to put back in and we put them back in. Only way to do a bracket.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So a slight change of plans. We've got Blindsided for Emma, and then we have Towers, and we'll have our three. We each get to pick one to put back in.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
cool with that.
Yeah, change everything. I'm just kidding.
Forget everything you know. This is Blindsided.
contrast in the snow.
Great song for Emma. This is a horrible thing that's happened here.
Forgo the parable.
For Emma. I can't
your
dispute
pick?
that. Yeah, it's my pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna again be kind of contrarian. I'm gonna go Blindsided just because I think I've heard for Emma so many times. It's still incredible, but Blindsided is one I'll return back to once in a while and be like amazed by. But I'm perfectly happy with.
That for Emma, is still my favorite album of all time. I think it's one of the best albums ever made. But like, I do think like out of all of that, minus Team with just it being an instrumental, I think Blindside is probably the weakest song on the album. But it's still like an 8 out of 10.
We have Towers. What song are you putting? Do you know what song you want to put back in yet?
Flume.
Okay.
Wait, against Towers? Oh, Flume.
I'm putting in Flume immediately.
Respect.
Let's listen to Towers. All right. Unfortunate, but
Yeah, no, I love Towers, but Flume.
it's no
Flume
fun.
had to come back
Yes,
in.
bro.
All right. What song are you picking? Oh,
I think I want to put. I think I want to put From back in.
I'm okay with that, honestly.
I was so close just to saying au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. I really wanted to, and then I.
Au revoir.
I
Bonne nuit.
better.
I'm putting Peedlift back in.
Peedlift.
Honestly, it's kind of like you probably go From. I assume I go.
Sure, let's go with that.
I go Peedlift.
What do you think?
That movie.
You're gonna hate me, but I thought I like From more.
I'm fine with that. I don't hate. Yeah, that's actually very valid. I probably would have also picked From. Round 2. Speeding through these, we got 715 Creeks.
Which was the voice?
Which was
One.
the vocoder one.
Versus-
Things Behind Things.
Creeps.
Yeah, Creeks.
Easy creep.
Easy
Yeah.
Creeks. Yeah, enough
Makes
said.
Such a
Things
unique
Behind
song.
Rabbi versus I'll Be There. I'm leaning I'll Be There.
What I just heard from Rabbi, I'm liking less than I'll Be There. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Sorry.
So I'll be there.
I'll Be There clears. Ooh, Short Story versus Woods. I mean, I know where you're going here. I know where I'm going
Oh
here.
wait, isn't short story again like the depression's just a short story? It's not the whole story.
This is a tough early round matchup.
But isn't Woods also the same thing, or sort of?
For
I
me,
feel
it's
like.
Woods easy.
Yeah.
For me, it's easy Woods.
I'm going Woods.
All right, cool. That solves the problem.
Okay. Shadiah versus 8 Circle.
8 Circle off the noggin.
Circle.
8 Circle off the noggin.
Yeah.
Also, 10 Death Breast, 29 Stratford. Again. Stratford off the dome.
Yeah.
You're
Alright.
just along for the ride.
Yeah, sure.
Underscore 45 versus regarding stacks. No, hold on. This is so easy. This is clearly restacks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't. get
Were
to
you
talk-
thinking something else?
Like, I've never, like, Stacks is not one of my favorites on
Okay.
the For Emma. I might have gone with the other one.
So like, I didn't get to talk about stacks, like, because I
Talk
didn't
about
say,
Stacks, yeah.
I want to ramble about it real quick. I think lyrically, it's like a perfect song, because if you, what?
No, don't worry about it.
There's like one line in particular, just to highlight how good this is. There's a black crow sitting across from me. His wiry legs are crossed. He's dangling my keys. He even fakes a toss. Whatever could it be that has brought me to this loss? This idea of like this black crow is like representing. It's like holding the keys to his happiness, and kind of describe like with wiry legs are crossed to like mischievous.
Yeah.
And like it's one of those things where, and this is pointed out like a lot of like video essays I've watched on this album, but like it's so good for a reason.
He's kind of he's in his Edgar Allan Poe bag.
And the fact that like this whole song is him coming to terms with the loss of his relationship, like when he says, "It's the sound of the unlocking and the lift away. Like I'm out of this like trap." And it's like your love will be safe with me. Have how he's like, I may not have it anymore. He's like, but it's still gonna be cherished.
Yeah.
True.
Actually, I don't know. You're making a fully cohesive.
Wait, you just
point.
said Stacks earlier. Did you mean to say 45?
No, I'm just thinking about it. I'm still.
Every time I hear Stacks, it's just like, I'm like, in the back of that,
It's the rhymes, bro.
I just
I'm gonna
personally
switch.
don't
I'm gonna
favor
switch
it.
up to 45. I'm not gonna lie. I think
I'm okay with it. I
yeah,
love 45.
45 is
I
really
choose
good.
45 too.
All right.
I think Creature Fear clears.
Creature Fear.
Yeah,
six
oh,
songs,
get
cringe,
that-
cringe satanic imagery.
Get that out of here.
Wash and Michigan. Wash is the other piano type beat.
Isn't it like that? Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. I gotta have choose Michigan myself.
Yeah, same here. What would you choose, Eli? Between Michigan and Wash. Where are you going?
I'm going to the end of the earth.
Okay.
All right, see
Just
ya.
walking the earth.
I'm going to the gas station.
Can you get me candy?
What do you want?
You mean alcohol?
Gummy clusters.
Oh.
The nerd gummy clusters.
We on 18 hours.
Thanks, cuz.
All right, we got Emmy and Beach Baby.
I. Gable's not here.
Beach baby.
Beach
Yeah.
Baby. Beach Baby makes me want to hold someone.
I'm right here. Sorry.
You say some good things sometimes. Oh.
All
Dang,
right.
that
I don't
excited.
like the way this video's. I don't like this dynamic.
Holocene Perth. Perfect.
Pitch perfect. Perth it is.
Perth.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, you're.
Yeah, I'm going Perth
okay.
as well. I've heard it's kind of like those are both very good. I've heard Holocene more, so it's kind of just like age. It hasn't been as much as some of his other songs where it like sticks
Yeah.
as much over time. Hinham, Texas versus 22 over soon.
I think 22.
Yeah, 22 over soon.
I feel like I would choose Hinham.
Him just like does. There's not much special to it for me. Like it's great, but it's not like wow. Oh, this one's gonna be hard for you.
I'm
Leave
gonna
it
go
there.
with some, but I just hate
Yeah.
that Gelmore's not going further.
Yeah.
It's like Gel is clearly not as good of a
Yeah.
song as like the masterpiece that is Lump Sum.
Yeah.
And I'm more than happy to admit that,
Yeah.
but it's also like Gelmore's one of my personal. It's like it's kind of like Lump Sum is like my perfect son, and Gelmore is like my basement cretin. But I love them both because they're my children.
Okay. Awesome. Alright, based on the names, Minnesota.
What
Names
does that
alone.
mean?
Names
You can't
alone.
do that.
No, from what I remember of the songs, I think I like Minnesota.
Awesome. Okay.
I don't think I chose
From
Beth
what I
Rest.
remember better, I like Bathurst.
I like Beth Rest more.
Bang!
Because I remember choosing God, but
I do
It's
like
just me.
Minnesota, Wisconsin though.
I'm saved.
Predestination moment. All right, we got this is kind of tough, but also no.
This is
Wolves
tough.
Act 1 and 2 versus Blood Bank.
It's got to be Wolves Act 1 and
Wolves.
2 for
Yeah,
me.
Wolves.
I love Blood Bank. I think it's such a good like story. The Wolves
Should listen to that.
Wolves might win it.
Oh,
Wolves, find
At
out.
least for me, it might win it.
We got Calgary and For Emma.
Oh, this is so hard.
I don't
for
remember
me.
how Calgary goes, but
This is hard for you?
Yes. Specifically for the live version of the song. The live
Of
version
course,
Calgary
it's-
is
well, we're not
good.
listening to
I didn't
live
get to talk
version,
about it because I said I'd
but-
talk about it in the second
Okay,
one.
okay.
But this is the last time I'll say it. The live version of Calgary actually is the best live performance he has for a song because it's so much different from what he's done. Like, it's a complete rework of the song. It is so good. Please listen to it. It is the Sydney Opera House performance of Calgary. It is amazing. All right, I got a question because this will help me decide.
Okay. For Emma Forever Ago.
I've mentioned live performances. Do I have to pick this based off the studio recording?
Oh,
Yeah.
No. Okay. Well, the song that we're comparing is a studio recording, but if your take on that, well, let me ask you this then.
If we're including the live performance of it, I think Calgary is better than Forever.
Does knowing that there's like listening to the live performance, has that affected your?
Yes. The live performance of Calgary, he goes. It is like a range of emotions in it, but it's like, and it's him just playing the guitar and the harmonica in it, and so it's kind of like Bob Dylan-esque to an extent, but it's his range, his vocal range in that song is. Because he does switch from like his regular like raspy voice to his falsetto towards the end, and it's amazing.
So
it's beautiful.
I'm now just thinking about the fact that we watched recently a movie, and it was like a very like low budget movie that they bought one Bob Dylan song, and clearly all of their like copyright money, and they played it like 8 times throughout the movie.
Yeah. The character kept playing.
It's been so fine. Do a bum and dime in your prime.
I choose.
I should get a free like pick now.
Yeah, For Emma.
Yeah. I
You did this. You
I
put back in For Emma.
No, I
No,
put
he
back in
didn't.
Flume.
Never mind.
No, we didn't.
I didn't get to talk about For Emma either.
Sorry.
Okay.
The correct way to listen to the song is as a conversation between him and the girl.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually
Because when you read it back, like, and it says like for every line,
Yeah.
and then she goes like, "My knees are cold." Like it's supposed to be a back and forth, and so she's like just setting a scene again.
Interesting. I didn't
Dang.
know that.
That's why I was saying like, if it's not for the live performance of Calgary, it's
Yeah.
Emma.
Flume. Flume versus Flume.
Flume from
Flume.
from Flume.
Win.
Flume.
Win Flume.
Flume.
All right, on to the final 16 songs.
Sweet 16.
715 Creeks versus I'll Be There.
Sure.
That was such a sensual sneeze.
Thank you.
That's what they call him, the sensual sneezer.
Yes.
Um,
What do you guys think about this first?
Creeks.
Creeks.
All right, just an incredible
Whatever.
song. Woods versus 8 Circle.
I think I have to go with 8 Circle.
Unless you have a particularly like argument for Woods.
I've talked enough about Woods. I think it stands clear to at least make, I think, the Final Four. Just based off its technical, innovative presence alone.
Honestly, actually, I will agree with you there. I was really between the two, but the fact that Woods has like a lot of history to it, like I think 8 is more fun to listen to. I do want to see Woods keep going.
I'm just kidding.
I just aura farmed you.
Bruh.
Never say that.
Never, ever again.
My co-intern Grace will never see this because I know she doesn't care, but I just aura farmed.
What do you
Putting
see in
that-
this man, Grace? I'm just kidding.
I'm not dating her.
I'm not. That's not
Grace,
romantic.
what do
man.
you
What
see
do you
in him?
see?
What do you see in
platonically?
this sack of a
She
man?
What do you
just-
platonically see?
She kind of just looks over me because she's taller, so...
Maybe she doesn't. Maybe
What do you
she's
see
like
over this man?
29 Stratford and 45.
That's so tough. I personally gotta go 29 Stratford because
Yeah.
I love playing that song on a guitar, but
True.
45 I love saxophone.
I'm good to go 29. Do you take Ethan? Did you want to go 45 there?
I don't know. I'm a personality hire, so let me just do my thing and get out of here. Right?
He's the DEI.
Yes.
White boy high. He's the white boy higher. Creature Fear and Michigan. Creature Fear here. Creature Fear here.
Is that your pick?
Yeah.
This is tough. Actually.
Michigan is the poetry
Yeah,
one?
the poetry one.
Is that your pick?
No, Creature Fear.
Okay, that makes my decision a lot easier.
Real.
Beach Baby in Perth.
For me, it's Beach Baby. I think that song is just it. Again, I've referenced to like I want to hold someone when I listen to it, but the fact that it's like that feeling is so strong whenever I listen to it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
okay. Unanimous Beach Baby. 22 Oversoon and Lump Sum.
Love song.
Love 22, but
Yeah, it's no
I
Lump
was
Sum.
kind of surprised you made it this far.
Beth Rest and the Wolves.
Nah.
Oh gosh. Wolves.
Wolves.
Well,
Love you, Beth Rest.
For Emma versus Flume.
I gotta go Flume.
I'm going for Emma here. Ethan?
I'm good. I'm good with either way, but
Yeah.
no, I'm
Same
for
here.
Emma.
You're for Emma?
I'm for Emma. Yeah.
For Emma, for Forever Ago.
For
Good job,
Emma.
Flume. You had a good comeback. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
715 Creeks and Woods.
Wait, is this the final four?
This is the final 8.
Oh, okay.
Final 8.
That's crazy that Creeks and Woods are against each other
Yeah.
because they're basically the same
Yeah.
song almost.
And personally, I take Creeks. It's kind of like they do the same thing, but these do the same thing, but Creeks is more intricately written. Whereas
Yeah, it's more lyrical.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go with Woods still.
I might have made a mistake. I should have put an 8 circle. Should have met it.
Woods did it first, and it was a super influential song for indie music, I think, and even hip hop.
Yeah, between the two, I gotta go with Woods too.
I love.
I probably wouldn't
you
even
that.
listen to 715 as a
I made a great
as
mistake.
myself. I don't
Alright.
know what they sound like.
29 Stratford and Creature Fear. 29 for me.
Honestly, yeah, I get that. 29 is probably the best one off of, like, almost undoubtedly off
22 million.
22 million.
22 chubs.
Whereas Creature
Yeah.
Fear is not
Yeah.
the best. I genuinely think, and I actually do mean this as like a fully sincere statement, if Creature Fear and Team were one song, that would win here. Where like all of that is like a crescendo, I think would be really cool. But the fact that it's just Creature Fear, 29. Are you in the same boat, Ethan?
I would choose Creature Fear. I don't know what's happening anymore. I would choose Creature Fear for me, but you do you. Boo.
Beach Baby and Lump Sum. It's Lump Sum.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love
Yeah.
Beach Baby, but yeah, Lump Sum is more.
Beach
complete
Bunny,
song.
I'm sorry, but you gotta go with the
Sorry,
Bon
Beach
Iver.
You gotta go with Bon Iver for the Bon Iver bracket. Wolves and For Emma.
Oh, that's tough actually
That's
for me.
tough.
I go Wolves here. I
I'm
think
going
that's.
Wolves. I still want to hear your thoughts.
I don't even know what I would think. I'm really trying to think of which I'd prefer. I think I'd probably choose For Emma ultimately, but
Yeah.
the Wolves is a strong pick.
All right, so we got
So,
the final four.
This is a great Final Four. This is
Yeah.
actually like I'm
proud
very
of this.
satisfied. With
I'm very
this.
proud of this.
I'm a little scared because
I know.
I-
Someone's gonna get hurt.
I have vested interest at this point. But
We got
Alright.
two.
Is
from-
there like a third place spot?
we can do a third
Okay.
place spot where we can compare
Yeah.
the last two. It's just like just for fun. So we got Woods, and we have 29 Stratford Apartments.
I know my
I'm
pick.
gonna do something shocking and
You
say
gonna switch up on
29.
Wolves?
Really?
I think 29. I love Woods, but like I'd never get tired of listening to 29.
Yeah, I got
Stratford.
29 too.
I'm okay with that. I kind of wanted to see Woods move through for like the history's sake of it, but 29 is just a more.
I think Woods is a more impressive song,
yeah.
but
But lyrics are.
I don't always want to listen to Woods. That's the thing.
I get that. I
I
probably
don't-
will
because
not
sometimes,
listen to Woods.
and this is more of a me problem. I get too impatient. I don't want to hear the
No.
build up. I think Woods is his most impressive song,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not my favorite.
Fair. Well, 29 moves on to the final round, leaving Lump Sum and the Wolves, Act 1 and 2, as the other final four. And I know my thoughts here. I'm strongly in the Lump Sum category. I love the Wolves, but like, come on.
For me, it's the Wolves because it is by far his most emotional song.
I want to be inside. Yeah.
This okay, whatever Ethan picks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very content with. It's been a good game. My perfect son has made it so far.
This one's really hard, actually.
It's like okay, they do very different things, and this is not a knock on either of them, but it's like the Wolves is so like emotionally like devastated of a song. This song is also the end of like the end credits / ending of
Place
Place
Beyond
Beyond
the
the
Pines.
which made me like actually increased my enjoyment of the end of that movie, which wasn't that not that I didn't enjoy it already, but very good.
Enhanced it.
Enhanced it. That's a good word. But just the way Lump Sum, I need to go back to the lyrics.
Lump Sum has good
I do
lyrics.
want to rant here about it. Every single line of the song is like just like verbally structured very well. It's just emotionally like dense, and yet at the same time he manages to hit this like calm little pocket where you can listen to it in really any space and time, and it's not very like it fits a wide range of emotions.
It's not gonna mess you up.
Yeah, it's not gonna mess you up, but it's not trying to either.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Wolves,
Is the complete opposite. It is trying to mess you
I
up.
remember the way he uses short words and manages to do these like quick little rhyme schemes in a way that something you pointed out, where it's like it's something that is very on the nose in a song like Things Behind Things Behind Things or Regarding Stacks, where you very much hear the like the boom 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 boom.
Yeah.
Where this song manages to like it does it in a way where it flows incredibly smoothly.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even mention that this song also has a good live performance.
Thank you. I could have guessed that at this point, I think. This is a hard matchup. But I have to pick the Wolves. Sorry, Billy. They're both so equally matched. I really love the ending of Wolves. I think I love that build up. It's stop.
Wait, do we want to do a third place between Lump Sum and Woods first?
Why not?
Yeah.
Third
I mean, yours is
mine is
Lump
Lump
Sum.
Sum.
Yeah. Mine
yours
is Woods.
Do you want to crush my hopes and dreams again, Ethan?
Between Lump Sum and Woods?
Yeah, which one is the better third place?
No, I choose Lump Sum
good.
over Woods.
Yay!
That's fair.
Vindication in some regard.
Ow, I just hit myself in the balls.
Now we have 29 Stratford versus the Wolves.
I think it's the Wolves, and I think coming in to this whole thing, for me it was between Woods and Wolves. But like talking it out more, I was like, Wolves is the best, because if the entire point of art in general is supposed to invoke a feeling in you, he does a great job, I think, at invoking that feeling of like dread and despair. And even though it's like sucks, but it's like his way of inviting you into that pain. And for me, it's like that's like almost like an honor, the fact that he's like able to be that vulnerable with his audience.
Both these songs are kind of like different versions of like the same. Because isn't like 29 Stratford, I feel like has that same theme of like loss of like the relationship. Unless I'm wrong, it's something else. But
They're both kind of like ballads in a way, because the Wolves goes on for a while, but it hits a lot of like different like places. And Stratford has less variety in the song, but like that ending, like all your alimony butterflies, where it's like the vocal is very like crinkly, and like very experimental.
I think ultimately I have to go with the Wolves.
Okay, I'm good with that. So there we have it. The Wolves Act 1 and 2 has won our Bon Iver bracket.
It makes sense.
I am curious for both of y'all, and I'll share mine too. But like if you were just doing this by yourself, like what would y'all's top 3 be?
Oh, okay.
My top 3 would probably all be from his first album, For Emma Forever Ago, just because that's the one I've mainly listened to, not the other ones. So out of that, I don't really know the order, but it would definitely have For Emma in there, because I like to listen to that.
Bro, it is not letting me zoom out.
Honestly, I don't even know if I would have put the Wolves as my top 3. Like out of what we ended up with, it's up there, but I probably would have put like For Emma, Flume, and Creature Fear, I think.
Dang.
I think those would be my 3. Just because I like listening to them the most, probably.
Oh, I think mine would be, I mean, I've said it enough, Lump Sum is definitely in that number 1 spot. 2, before this I put down, I kind of was trying to think of like my top 5, and Skinny Love was number 2, but it's also like, I don't know. I have a weird relationship with that song where it's kind of like part of me wants to be like, this is not a deep cut. You must be pretentious, but I do love that song, so I'd probably put that in the top 3, maybe 2 or 3. And honestly, I think Creeks might be 3rd, with honorable mention to Gelmore, because the more I hear that song, the more it like grows on. Like, I think that might have been like Skinny. I know that's a weird statement to say. I think I honestly like I could see in my own version of this Gelmore beating like Skinny Love or like some other like titan of a song from him. Like that. But
yeah, I think for me, I think Wolves is the best one. I'd kind of explain why. I think his second best song, and it's tight, but for me personally, I think it just comes down to preference and what I like listening to more. But I think Calgary is his second best song, specifically that live recording from the Sydney Opera House. But then I think Woods is his 3rd best song just because of how creative it is. But kind of like with that honorable mention, 29 Stratford Apartments, like that is one of my favorite songs to play. And like I never get tired of listening to that song. So
it is a great song, worthy runner-up.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for watching another 14 Bird set of videos.
Yes.
Huge thank you to our wonderful guest for participating.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I love Bon Iver. I didn't mention this at the beginning. I told Billy kind of halfway through recording, but Bon Iver was my most listened to artist on Spotify for 5 years straight.
Dang.
Not anymore. That's because I just don't listen to like indie focus much anymore. But yeah,
we got the expert right here.
He was probably the first artist that I like really liked. So
it's been
like and comment, and subscribe and whatnot. It helps us out a lot. Go follow us over on Instagram. You can follow our Instagrams. Will be in the link in the description. Be sure to stay tuned for more stuff that we will in future. And this has been
14 Bird Planetarium. You want to say it with us?
No.